Hey, y'all, hey. It's Saturday. Hope you guys had a good one. It's good to see everybody. Let's see. Let me say hi to you guys really quick, then I'll bring Allie up. Then we will go through these calls and see if anybody asks Letecia about this damn plea. Hey, Jules, Nana Banana, Michelle, Creme Crochet and Coffee, Con Artist, Shelly Beans, Lil Red, Alicia, Paula, Kim, KD, Neat Noodle, Kathy, Petunia, Blue, Paula, Julian, poor Linda, Dog Mom, Petunia. I don't know if I said Nana Banana, Lily's Corner, Debbie Doodles, Robin, Grandma Cece. Good to see all you guys. Darlene, another Amy, Homer Green, Creative Minds, Michelle, Trulia, Angela. Debbie, before I forget you guys, for members, Lil Rayed, Lisa, I have a giveaway going on that ends tomorrow at 11:59 a.m. or p.m. 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You all you got to do, there's a members only post on the community tab. So if you're a member at any level, you can see it. Nadie has graciously given us some wax melts to give away. I have personally used each one of the melts that's in that basket or that, the gift giveaway, and they all smell amazing. You will love them. And the only stipulation is that you have to be in the United States because Nay doesn't have international shipping yet. So make sure you guys go do that. On June 1st, I will count up all the comments, give each person a number from 1 to however many comments are. I think I've made 3 comments on there. So whatever the total is minus 3 is what the numbers will be, right? And then I'll do like a random number picker. And then whoever's number matches that, whoever's number is picked, whoever's comment matches the number that's picked, that will be the winner. And I'll put you in touch with Nay so that you guys can exchange shipping information, because I don't need to know all that business. Hey, Nicole, Blue, Kathy, Rhonda. I think I'm getting towards the bottom now. I think I'm getting Megan, Dumplin, Sarah, Rhonda, Leanne, Lisa, Double M, Tess Mac, hey babe, Margie. It's good to see everybody. Trio Girl Mom, Natasha. Oh my goddess. Hey, good to see you. Boho Hobo, Pt.4. Good to see everybody. Manny, welcome. Double M. Oh, thank you for becoming a member, Dog Mom. I appreciate that, babe. Thank you for being a member for 5 months, Beach Lover. Thank you very much. Sherry, Insta Justice, True Crime and Trials. Hey, Claudia. Good to see everybody. Okay, so let me bring Allie up so we can get this show on the road. Hi, Allie.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. I don't hate this part, babe. No, it's just that I want to make sure that I don't miss anybody. But I also want to not it's a hard thing to do. I want to greet everybody because that's the polite thing to do. And I actually enjoy saying hi to everybody that, is here. Y'all came out. The least I can do is say hi. I mean, who the fuck do I think I am? But I know that you guys want to hear those calls. And so I don't want to keep you guys waiting on hearing the calls. And it's a weird fine line for me. And I'm always trying to rush. And but I am grateful for each and every one of you guys who are here and and I want to say hello to everybody because I think it's rude when you don't. But I also don't want to make you guys wait for the calls because I know that's really what you came here for, is to hear these calls. So what do we got tonight, Allie, for these calls?
Didn't listen to, wait, let me think. I didn't listen to them, but it just like minimal amount that I had to because I was doing a million things and I kind of sick to my stomach this morning. But
no.
I will say, so I did something different this time.
Okay.
I did pictures inspired by the person we're talking about. So like the first one's Amy. And so just wait,
she's obviously,
so it's a little different.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
You'll see kind of how I did things this time, but
oh, I like it. I like it. Look what Allie did, y'all. So obviously,
as we go.
She's a fan girl. So we have a fan and a girl.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I guess you can't hear me. Hello?
Okay, I don't know what happened, but all I said was, well, I know what happened. I lost signal, so this time I didn't listen. I'm going to be listening with you guys. I listened minimally to what I had to edit them, but I did do a different. So the pictures I used are not pictures of the people in the calls this time. They're pictures inspired by each person that she's talking to. So like this one is with Amy, and you see it's a fangirl.
Especially, it's not just, and let me tell you why you captured the essence of Amy L. Because it isn't just a fan and a girl, right? That's self-explanatory. It's the face the girl is making on the fan, with the fan on her, so it's all of it, and it's the little details that make things important, you see. And shady Allie is shady boots.
But you're so right. There actually were several different kind of pictures like this one, and I chose it because of her face versus some of the others, which were just like a girl sitting by a fan or whatever.
Right. This girl looks like she's having the best time of her life having that fan blow on her. And those of us who've ever had a hot flash know exactly how that feels.
Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. And hello, everybody. I don't have my YouTube open yet, so I can't comment back, but I am reading all of your comments. And yeah, happy to be here with you guys.
All right. Shall we start?
Yeah.
All right. Is this a long one, a short one? What are we looking at here?
Okay. So we got 15 minutes, 3 minutes, 15, 8, 15, or 15, 3, 15, 15, 8. But so yeah, this is a longer one. Then we have a quick one with Harley, another Amy longer one, and then a short, then it's Amy again, then Harley at the end, I believe. Let me get my notebook there so I can tell you once we get there. But yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Link.
Hello again. Hey. Okay. What was I saying again? Okay, so you said that you went into Maria mode on your favorite deputy one day. Yeah, and so like she came in, she's like, I saw how big your eyes were and dilated. I knew you were not here. She's like, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk away. I'm like, I was like, sorry. That's that impulse that I can't control. But like, this was like a different. I'm trying to say to this lady, like, hello, why are you not opening my door? I broke my rule. You know what I mean? Yeah, and honestly, like, the more I thought about it last night, the more it sounded like she was definitely trying to, like, instigate something by asking you, like, am I okay to open the door? Like, why wouldn't you be? Like, she was trying to start something. Yeah, like I've not threatened you. I've not said nothing like that. Like if I had broke a rule, you wouldn't have let me out for that hour that everybody else out or my visit. But see, she knew I hadn't, and she knew I was going to take that all the way. Be like, well, you better show me where I broke a rule because this is a lie. I don't do that. Yeah. So why did she end up letting? I know like it was like the last like minute and a half or so of our video visit. Like she was letting people out. Like why did she let them out that late? Deputies kept coming in here like, what's going on? You know, she's like, we're in lockdown for the fight. And the deputies were like, but it wasn't even their group. Like, I don't get what's going on. So the one deputy came over to me and she's like, listen, Stauch. She was like, everyone knows how equally, she's equal now for everyone. Everyone knows that. And she was like, y'all need to fight for security. She was like, because it's the only way that they know what she's doing. I was like, here's the thing though. And I told the deputy name, I said, look, I said, if you do that, I said, administration don't do anything about it. They continue to let her do these things. I said, and she's one of the only people that is just a flat out asshole every single time that her people don't even like her. Yeah. I mean, I wonder if, so, okay, I guess you'll have to explain this to me. So do the deputies there, do they only work like in one ward or can they work in like several different wards? Because I'm wondering if she's, okay. What did you say now? Oh, no, I'm saying, so do the deputies, can they work in more than one ward or like are they assigned to work in like one ward only? They can work in more, but here's the thing, like they don't take her to the dudes woods because they know the dudes be done and going crazy on her because that's just crazy. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. They don't do that. She just walks around here like she's hot stuff and she thinks, you know, like she'll be like, who can I antagonize today and try to get them to do whatever. And it's like that's what I was saying last night. One of these days she's gonna piss off the wrong person because you can only press people's buttons so many times before somebody snaps. That's why I didn't even come out last night. Afterwards, I didn't come out to switch stuff out because I was like, I know when I get a person and when I get in that mode, I know I will switch quickly. And I was like, I'm not putting myself in that situation with her. I was like, so I'm not even going down there because that could end bad. Like, not doing it. Yeah, and like you just sit down there and antagonize you with your clothes, you know. Yeah. Well, like, and it's sad too because like that's a normal response to like what she's been doing. It's like it's a normal response to be like angry, you know, and want to like do something to, like defend yourself. But at the same token, like you shouldn't have to do that because you shouldn't be messing with anybody like that or trying to instigate crap. And like if you reacted in a way that she was like suggesting that you would, then you're just gonna give her that gratification that she was looking for. Exactly, and like. She, like I said, she does it to everyone. This is not just like a singled out episode for one person or a couple people. She does it to the old, young, disabled, mentally ill, and she does it to everybody. She probably wanted to work in a place like that so she could treat people that way. Yeah. But yeah. That's pretty much that. And the whole people that were fighting, one girl had already been in the fight. So apparently they had already fought earlier in the cell, and then they just fought again last night. One girl hit the other girl with a tray. Oh, damn. I was watching them fight for a little bit out my door, and I was like, okay, look, there's some hair pulling going on. I don't fight with hair pulling, so I'm like, oh, God, no. Yeah, so the two people that fought, they're in the same cell together, too? No, they were arguing all day long. They had went into a cell and fought earlier in the day. Oh, okay. Yeah, and the one girl's face was already messed up. So then she comes out, and I guess she's mad because she got beat up the first time. So then she takes the tray and hits the other girl. Good God. So, like, what are they going to, like, are they going to do anything to, like, keep those two people away from each other? Like, can they put one of them, like... Once you get in a fight, you get separated by wards. You can't be in the same ward again. Okay. Yeah. So will they move them both into different wards or just one of them? Yeah, they moved them both, and so they moved the one girl to the hole. So basically, she loses everything. She don't get the one that's on the tray. She don't get none of her commissary. There was an A2 where I was at. She don't get none of that. And then the other girl that moved across the hall, so the only thing she basically loses is she'll lose her, like, sheets and socks and wipes and stuff. But, like, at the end of the day, I just feel like, hey, look, if somebody hits you with a tray, you have the right to take up for yourself. You're going to sit there and just keep letting them hit you with a tray?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I don't get. Like, how if somebody's like hitting on you or like, you know, you're minding your own business and they're trying to like fight you or whatever, they hit you with a tray, what are you supposed to do? Just sit there and be like, oh, I'm not going to defend myself. I'll just sit here and, you know, take it that way I don't get in trouble. Like, that's stupid.
But I'm going to be honest with you, it's only because the one girl, she's a mix, she's a black girl, they treated her like that. If it hadn't been for that, they wouldn't have treated her like that.
Oh, really?
Because this white girl got in the fight upstairs and they brought her right back.
Really? That doesn't surprise me. Like, it's stupid how like prominent racism still is like in this day and age.
Yeah. So I mean, she has every right to defend herself. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Anybody, somebody hits you with a tray, you got a right. Somebody hits you with a tray, Miss Peaches, ain't you won? She's like, they never go. Apparently, they just said they didn't. They didn't take her across the hall. They took her to Echo. Well, this is good because I was going to say now, hold on now, because if they didn't hit her with a tray, that don't make any sense. So I guess maybe she didn't hit her.
Is Echo, is that like similar to where you're at right now, like same privileges and whatnot?
Yeah, it's just a little bit more advanced. Okay, so I guess they said that because originally we saw her come back this place, and they must have realized like after they watched the footage, like
Yeah. So I've never actually been in a fight with anybody. I've never been in a physical fight with anybody. But if somebody were to like start a fight with me, like if they hit me first, like yeah, I'm going to hit back. It's like no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not going to sit there and take it.
Yeah, exactly. That's crazy. That's absurd to think that nobody ain't going to do anything because you're in here and it's like the last thing you want to do is look like a punk, and if you look like a punk, then they're just going to be, then people are going to prey on you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was going to ask, I can't remember, is that one girl still there, the one that was there and then she left, said she was going to Florida, then she came back?
Yeah, they brought her back in our ward and they kicked her out because she had too many girlfriends in here. And like all her girlfriends were like get mad. I was dying laughing at her. They were all mad, like fussing, like how dare you were hooking up with this girl in the shower and hooking up with this girl in the shower and hooking up with this girl in the shower. And she was like, where's the footage? She was telling all the girls, the one girl, Jordan, she was like, where's the footage, baby? Don't listen to what these cops are saying. I'm dying laughing. I'm sitting there like, girl, you know them very well. You were in the shower with multiple girls. Stop playing. That's why you got put down here. Everybody knows it. I said, now you want to, be acting all like innocent or whatever.
Damn, so she was like pimping herself out while she was there?
Yeah, she pimps herself out and on the ends.
Oh,
and
man.
She'd be doing the most drugs in here. She'd be snorting the heck out of coffee. I don't know what people want to snort coffee for, but whatever.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine that. I feel like that would probably burn the crap out of the inside of your nose.
We dropped some on the ground. We dropped some on the ground the other day, and this one girl ran over, and I was like, oh, God, we got to clean this up. She said, no, don't throw that away. I'll go snort it. I was like, girl, okay. I just got up. And she got up off the ground.
There was this girl I used to work with, like, a long time ago, like, when I used to work at the pet store. And she and I always worked together because I was her boss. But she came in one morning, and then there was like this door that went behind the big like fish tank stand. It's where like the sump system was that kept all the water clean and stuff. Anywho, so she goes back there, and I went and got coffee, and then I went back there to talk to her. She was like bent over, like with her head on the part of the sump, like she was snorting something. And I looked at her. I was like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm sorry, my anxiety is really bad. I'm snorting Xanax." And like. Now that like I know more about like pharmaceuticals, like you don't get anything from snorting drugs like that. Like it does nothing for you. And I'm like, what was she thinking?
Well, they do it. They seem to be doing it here. They're like boosters and stuff like that. Because apparently what it does is like for the first 30 minutes or an hour, it makes your blood pressure drop. That's what they said. The doctor said that's why they started crushing them. Because they said it makes it drop for like an hour and it makes them a high for like 30 minutes to an hour. Or like dizzy. Not really high, but like sleepy, dizzy.
Yeah, shoot, I wouldn't want to go through that at all. Like, let alone for like a half hour to an hour, like by my own free will,
it happens to me when I take it, just taking it regular.
Yeah. I forget what is it, like Benadryl? Like I hate the way that crap makes me feel if I have to take it. It makes me like so loopy.
Yeah,
like I know people that take it for fun. I'm like, what's wrong with them?
Yeah, so I don't take it in the morning because I don't like feeling like that. I don't like anything that alters my perception, the way I think. I don't like I have enough of that happens naturally. I don't need it added where substance. So
yeah,
unless we got some wine now. Now we can talk. We got wine.
Well, that's different. Like that kind of like mellows you out, but like drugs, well, not like drugs, but like pharmaceuticals that make you like dizzy or loopy. Like that's not something I like enjoy. But I forget who it is, but I know that like they take Benadryl like every day, like a shit ton, because they like feeling like out of touch with reality and loopy. And they don't even sleep. They just like they stay awake the whole time. It's like oh man, I don't know if you remember this trend, but it was like popular like I don't know 15 years ago or so. It's called robo tripping, when people would drink bottles of Robitussin.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's why they don't get it here. They won't get Benadryl here for that reason. Only one lady gets it, and this is the old lady that's been here. The one I told you about that's been here and refuses to go to court. She refused to go this morning. She's the only one who gets the Benadryl, but they know she ain't doing that because I try to get something for my allergies. I'm like, I don't even have an addiction problem. What do you mean I can't get nothing? Like, what are you talking about? I'm sneezing every day. My nose bleeding. Like, but they don't do that because people abuse it. So it's always some people abusing it hurts people who really need it. Like I really need the Xanax. I have severe panic disorder, but I can't get it because of, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you said, it sucks because one bad apple ruins it for the rest. Especially things like, like something that you may need, like specifically, like you were saying, like anxiety meds, or even just like basic stuff, like you said, Benadryl if you got allergies. Like one person messes it all up for everybody else who actually uses it correctly.
Yeah, but I sure see craziness here. Addiction's real here, man.
Yeah, I was actually just reading. I was reading a news last night on Facebook. It was actually out there in Colorado in Commerce City, I think is what it was. Commerce City. Like they found 5 people dead in an apartment, and they found a baby, and the baby was alive. But the 5 people that they found dead.
That was in Denver, right? Yeah.
So I honestly I don't remember. Yeah, and it was from fentanyl. The cops found out was like from the all fentanyl overdose. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with people?
Oh my God! So that was a fentanyl overdose because we were when it was like a 5-month-old baby that was still alive.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's the same story. And like, my husband was like, I don't know why people mess around with fentanyl when they know how dangerous it is. I'm like, well, the article I read didn't say if it was like pure fentanyl or if it was different drugs that were like laced with fentanyl. It's hard telling either way. It's still, they said it was like a drug party. So I mean, that tells you what kind of atmosphere it was.
You have 1 minute remaining. And it had to be like laced because all 5 of them die. It had to be synthetic.
Yeah. It makes me wonder, like, how did they find out, like who got the call and like how did they know what was going on in that apartment? It makes me wonder.
I know that my sister was watching it on the news and she was telling me, and I was like, it's probably the grace of God that they sent somebody by to check on them or hadn't heard from them or something, and the baby was still okay.
Really, I was happy to read that part of it too, especially if it was, a fentanyl-related death of the other 5 people. Like, you know how dangerous fentanyl is. Like one little like finger, like little pinch worth can like take down like a grown man or 2 grown men. So it's good, like the baby didn't get any on them or near them. Who knows, like could have been a 5-month-old.
Thank God. Yeah, that's what I was saying. And I was like, the poor baby lost all the family members,
Yeah, well, that's what the news article. Well, they said that they didn't know who in the house could have been.
Thank you for using Global Tink.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For Harley, by the way, I didn't use any kind of I just did like pretty flowers on both of them just because. Jen, did you hear? Okay, I did write down just a couple things, but the main thing, did you hear her when she was talking to that lady and she called her Miss Peaches? Remember, that's the one from the report that she's made friends with.
Yes.
Yep. So that was her she was talking to on that call. But what do you think?
I'm sorry. Well, to be quite honest with you, I feel like it's nothing but, again, a bunch of gibberish that really just doesn't make any sense. And I don't understand. Nobody is asking the important question. And the more calls we go through where nobody asks the important question, the more irritated I'm getting with all of this. I can't, that's kind of all I can focus on is there's this, and it seems like Amy kind of wants to ask about it, but she's scared. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so when the only things I wrote down was them talking about you can only press someone's buttons so many times until they snap, and then Tisha's like, yeah, and I switch really quickly. Then she talks about watching that fight and how, they were pulling hair and Tisha doesn't pull hair. She's too tough for that. And the snorting coffee. But the only other thing, and this told me everything I need to know about Amy, you could have told me nothing else, was her little thing. The way she said, I know people who snort Benadryl for fun. And it's like, oh, God. Okay, Amy. Okay.
Who are these people, Amy?
Who take it for fun? Did I say snort? Yeah, who take it for fun, but still.
How is Benadryl fun?
Yeah.
Can somebody explain that to me?
I know people who take it for fun. Like, okay, dude.
I mean, whatever, Amy. You lame.
Yeah. Now this one is very quick though. This next one.
Now I did see in the chat, right? People, we've been asked if Harley knew by this point whether or not Letecia had changed her plea. I can't, with any reasonable degree of certainty, say yes or no. I can't answer that question. I don't know what Harley knew or when she knew it. All I can tell you is that in November of 2022, that is when she stopped speaking to her mother. That's what she testified to. It's the prosecutor didn't ask any follow-up questions regarding that. It wasn't discussed on the cross-examination, but her brother, Dakota, who testified for the state, was aware of her changing her plea. I have to imagine that I have to imagine that Harley knows.
Yeah. If you guys do a Google search for Letecia Stauch, not guilty by reason of insanity plea, a couple things, of course, will come up from the trial, but you will see all the articles that came out at this time. And I just don't see how she could have avoided that, especially Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and she's on all of those apps.
Hey, Lisa, I mean November 2022. Leticia's trial was April of 2023. And when Harley took the stand, she said that she stopped talking to her mother in November. Well, it couldn't have been November of 2023 because that had not happened yet. We were in April. So no, November 2022 is when Harley said she stopped talking to her mom.
Yeah, Harley's attorney, Grandma Cece, says, I would think Harley's attorney let her know. Yeah, that's another good point. She had to know.
I would think so as well. And I am curious if I kind of wonder if that's why the proffer happened. If the state put turned the screws a little on Harley to scare her.
Maybe we'd have to look. I wonder if we could see the date of that because I don't remember off the top of my head. Teacup says Harley also said she didn't know what it meant at first.
I mean, she probably didn't. A lot of people don't know what not guilty by reason of insanity actually means.
Yeah.
And so,
Hey, Kit.
hey, Kit, I would imagine that she probably didn't.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this. Harley was put on the witness list, which would negate Letecia being able to talk to her, because that is what the state will file the motion that it's commonplace in a trial that the defendant cannot have any contact with anybody on the witness list. So it could have been because of that. It could have been, and I don't know if it even has to be just one thing. It could be a combination of many things that happened all around the same time, which is what caused Harley to stop speaking to her mother. Now, I will say that if you listen to Harley's testimony, it's not clear. She just simply says that she stopped speaking to her mother in November of 2022. That's all she says. There's no, like I said, she doesn't say why, as if it were her choice. Did she choose to stop speaking to her mother? Was it because of the witness list? We don't know. And we won't ever know unless Harley decides to come out and say anything. I don't think it's any big deal, but I will tell you this. Allie and I ordered the calls, and we've played them, for the last calls that Letecia made before trial. We have the calls from November. Do we not, Allie? Did we not play them? Allie?
Oh my God, I'm muted. Yes, we did. We do have her last calls, and they were actually the ones from November. The confusing part was the ones from November were all the ones that were kept from us because they were made for other inmates or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, around that time, I think the ones that we got were like the end of September through October or something. So we didn't hear, like, we have the calls from that time, and there is no call with her and Harley.
Exactly.
So unless it's a letter or
some other kind of communication.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
We will try to find out. And Lil Red, it doesn't count as an accident on the job because she's a guest. So she's not actually on the job, because this is it's my channel. So it doesn't count.
I'm sitting there responding, and then you're like, Allie? Jesus, help me.
Oh, boy. All right. Oops, I pushed the wrong thing. Okay, so now should we hear Harley real quick?
Yes.
Is this going to be a nothing of substance conversation again?
Oh, yeah, I think so, but I don't remember. I did listen to this one, but I can't remember if there was like anything little that was interesting in it.
Okay.
And then just really quick, so I'm the prize said, so what happened to Amy Lang? She fell off the face of the earth. And Jen was actually the only person I told at this time. Remember when I reached out to her after the trial, and she messaged me a few times, and she sent me a picture of a letter that she got right after the trial. And it was you could see the date on it from like the post office. It was from that time. And it was like a picture she took out in her driveway. And I guess it was Letecia reaching out to her, but then she never answered me again. I haven't talked to her since, but yeah, so, I don't know. And I told her I wouldn't share the picture or anything she said. And I just wanted to keep my word on that, no matter who it is or whatever.
No, you did the right thing. You said you wouldn't tell. She doesn't want people to know. And that's the right thing to do. Yeah. At some point, Amy might come out and decide she wants to talk again. Here's what I find interesting about the situation with Harley. Okay. If the situation with Harley not speaking to her mother is due to her mother being, is due to the witness list situation. Okay. Then when Letecia wrote Allie and said she does talk to Harley, that might make sense. because it would have been after her trial, and therefore she would have been released from the subpoena from being a witness in the trial, and she would be allowed. And maybe perhaps there has been a confrontation. I don't know. And I'll tell you why we don't know. Because Topeka does not release prison calls. So should Letecia ever get transferred, if she's transferred to a place that does release prison calls, then we will know, potentially, if she speaks to her.
Yep.
Well, Tommy, let me tell you what Letecia's doing now. Sitting in her prison cell over there in Kansas, being salty AF because she tried to amend her lawsuit. She's suing Topeka Correctional as well as several guards and administrators for various things. But the judge dismissed part of her lawsuit without prejudice. But then when she wrote her amendment to it, she included new incidents, and that's not allowed because the prison needs to have time to write what's called a Martinez report, which is basically they are the defendant in this case, but Letecia is representing herself and the prison is represented by actual attorneys. And so basically what a Martinez report is it's going to be the state's or the prison's answer, but in layman's terms instead of a bunch of legalese, which Letecia would not understand. So it is sort of leveling the playing field for Letecia. But before I forgot to do this earlier. Alicia, thank you so very, very much for the super sticker. I appreciate that, babe. And Psycho Cunt, thank you for being a member for 6 months. Woohoo!
Awesome. And then, yes, remember, I forgot about this, but I saw Tessa and Lisa's comment, and I was in this live stream, and I was commenting to Harley. I actually recorded some of it. I think it's on my Patreon or somewhere. It's somewhere. I don't know. Maybe the membership tab if it's not. But Harley said that she doesn't talk to her mom, and she also said she was going to be doing a podcast called You Are Not Your Parents and other stuff like that. So she said she was going to tell her story and her side of it one day, but, you know, not on any mainstream media or any live stream or anything like that. She wants to do it on her own platform. So.
Well, there you go. Massive Marple. Hey, Maple, I can't read. Let me drop the membership link. I have multiple different tiers starting at like, I think 99 cents. So hang on just a second and I'll drop that for you.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, Lemons. Hey, all you guys.
There we go. All right. And welcome to everybody coming in that I did not see. Yeah, I don't know. Tommy, I'm annoyed with her and her shenanigans that she's pulling in that prison because, to be quite honest with you, there might be some things that she might sort of be telling the truth about, but we'll never know because it's hard to trust that because Letecia's such a lying liar face who tells lies, you know? So it's so hard. You've only missed one call, Rope Scal, so you should be okay.
Yep.
All right, so let's hear what, and oh, thank you, Music City Mom, for gifting a membership. What are you in about?
Music City Mom's beautiful picture. I
Yes,
love it.
is that not beautiful? Let me show this again.
Yes.
I love that
You guys
picture.
are so precious.
I love that picture. And you know what? Let's do this. We need a little palette cleanser after all that.
Yeah. I'm Big Baby. Hi, Tisha. Good morning.
We need a little palette cleanser after that. Let's have a
Okay.
little palette cleanser.
For the gossip, blah blah.
malicious. And I'm so sorry to gasp at her. I realized that was probably rude. Like
It wasn't
over.
rude. I just thought something. I thought you
Okay.
like. Usually, when you gasp like that, it's not indicative of something bad. It's usually, oh shit, I just remembered something.
Yeah.
That's been my experience in our friendship. When you gasp like that, it means, oh hell, I forgot something.
Probably very
That
accurate.
I just remembered.
No, I just had noticed it, and I hadn't noticed like since she switched it. So yeah, and it has the hubby in it and everything.
I love that picture. I love it. Fancy, thank you very much for gifting a membership, babe. I appreciate that. If you guys got a membership, be sure to thank Music City Mom and Fancy, because they are the ones that gifted.
Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Sorry.
Sing it, Allie. You hardly ever sing. I'm the one who's always busting out the songs.
Something about she likes to dip something in her frosty. I don't know the words to it, but it reminds me of that country song, Fancy Like.
I remember that. I know that song, but I couldn't tell you the words. I don't know it enough. Like I haven't heard it enough times. There was another question that I wanted to answer, but I lost it. Shite.
Yes, Music City Mom.
It's about Amy. Do we think that Amy isn't talking because she's embarrassed for talking with a child killer? What do you think about that, Allie?
I think she's so proud of it. I think she's not talking because she's the one that's reporting back to Tisha everything that's said on YouTube and everywhere else, and that's her big buddy again. That's what I think. That might be wrong.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Helson House of Crazy, for being a member. I have to agree with Allie. I think that no, she's not embarrassed at all. I'll tell you what she's probably feeling a little some type of way about is like she did come on onto YouTube talking about their relationship, friendship between the two of them being one way. And now we've heard the calls and have determined that's a lie. And so that might be a little bit of her embarrassment. But personally, I'll tell you what I think she was going to do. I think she saw her name on that witness list as a potential witness. I think that she thought that she was going to take that infamy, because think about what you're why you're being called to testify. First of all, who the heck would want to do that? You know what I mean? In that kind of a case.
Yeah.
Right. So she would then she says that she's recorded all of her video visits and calls with Letecia. And I think she was going to try to, parcel them out onto YouTube. Unfortunately, she underestimated YouTube and didn't think that people would request the calls, request the video visits, and put them out ourselves. And I think that's exactly what it is. But I also think that Allie is correct. I do think that it's more likely than not that the person who is reporting back to Letecia is somebody that is known to Letecia and known to you and knows how YouTube works. So it can't be Ain't B. Bless Ain't B's heart. She doesn't, she's not up with the technology, not like that.
Remember, Kit said that when Kit was talking to Tisha, she had done something and she shared Landon's GoFundMe or Landon's Cash App. And Amy came into her live chat and said, no, this is bullshit. Why aren't you sharing Harley's Cash App?
That's right. That's right. So there you go.
I looked the words up. It's take her to Wendy's, can't keep her off me. She wants to dip me like them fries in her frosty. But every now and then when I get paid, I gotta spoil my baby with an upgrade. Fancy like Applebee's.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. Guess what I got today?
What?
My pink lemonade snapple.
Oh
Gosh, you guys, it tastes just as delicious as I remember. As soon as I ended the live from Patreon, it was at the door, and I was so very excited.
Okay, so is pink lemonade? This has always been like something I've questioned. I don't know why I haven't Googled this, but
You're about to ask me some kind of fucking science question, Allie. I feel like this is some kind of fucking science question.
no, it's just is the pink in pink lemonade like strawberry or something, or is it just from pink lemons?
What? There's not pink.
Well, I don't know. There's pink pineapple I saw at the beach. So when we were there and we got one, so I was like, is it like a strawberry flavor? Or is it like a kind of lemon?
Let's head up the Googles because let's see. How is pink lemonade
There's not pink
made? Most people use a fruit. What is pink lemonade made of? Okay. It's a rose-tinted beverage made from lemon juice, sugar, water, and some sort of red or pink dye, natural or artificial, for coloring.
Oh, okay.
Cranberry juice. It can be red dye, cranberry juice, grenadine, or strawberries.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But definitely not pink lemons. Just like strawberry milk is not made from pink cows.
Well, listen, when I was at the beach, I saw these pink pineapples, and then that got me down this road of finding out that like most of the fruits we eat are not natural fruits. They've been genetically modified to be like even the vegetables. If you look it up, most of them, yeah. And so I didn't know if they like crossed it with something pink. Like I guess that's how they make
like
the
a hybrid.
Pineapple. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, y'all know why flamingos are pink. It's because of the food that they eat, the shrimp that they eat. Shrimp and something else. It's some kind of fish that causes them to be pink.
Google pink lemons. Jules says there is pink lemons, girls. I use them at my work. I own a juice bar. No freaking way.
I'm Googling right now.
Okay.
Are there pink lemons? Yes. Pink lemons, also known as variegated pink lemons or variegated eureka lemons, are a real fruit. They are a wild variety of citrus fruit that was discovered in 1930 in Burbank, California, as a result of a spontaneous mutation on a eureka lemon tree.
Wow.
Yes.
That's freaking crazy. See?
And it's green on the outside.
The more you know.
But I'll tell you right now, the fact that they're saying that it's a mutated causes me cause for concern because I'm just saying.
Yes, it definitely does. But that's how a lot of these fruits and vegetables have been made, and they've been like, yeah, you guys look it up sometime. Most of the fruits and vegetables we eat, I think even apples, strawberries, all that stuff, they've been genetically modified.
Like look at broccoli. Godzilla. Godzilla might have just been a regular ass lizard, but exposed to too much radiation, and now look what we have. So I'm just saying, mutation is quite scary to me.
Yeah, it definitely is. Godzilla could have been a regular lizard.
He might have started out as a regular lizard. Look at Mothra.
Got way off track.
What does Mothra look like? Exactly like a damn ass moth that was exposed to mutate to radiation, and boom, we have freaking Godzilla and Mothra, who, while they're trying to protect us, are simultaneously destroying cities on an accident.
Yeah, Mothra is pretty though, but I think so. But Bentley has a Mothra toy that's so pretty.
I think Mothra is pretty too. And I think it's funny that Mothra and Godzilla are like, you know, a couple.
Oh, I didn't know that. And we've
Mhm.
watched all. I didn't never realize that. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay, so we better get back to the call.
We better get back to this.
Okay. But thank you for the very interesting conversation because I really enjoy it. So
I always
thank you.
enjoy our conversations. Are you ready, Freddie?
Yes.
Let's do it. Also, yet last night, I forgot to tell you guys this. When Letecia was talking to Amy and she was all panting in the phone talking about, that's ludicrous. I almost unmuted and said, Luda, but I didn't. I exercised restraint. And I hope you guys are all proud of me because I didn't do it.
We're so proud. Yes. And one last thing, just the very
Yes.
last thing, and then we can go. Cherokee girl put this in the chat, and I Googled this the other day. What is a blue raspberry? Because blue raspberry is not a thing. It's just a fake flavor, but it makes you wonder. I was like thinking like, damn, is there really blue raspberries? No, there is not.
I do like the blue raspberry flavor though. I'm not going to lie, but I highly, highly recommend that y'all order this pink lemonade Snapple, but don't go crazy because I don't need there to be a shortage. I'll be very upset that I just now found it again. And if I can't get it, I'm going to be mad. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey.
What you doing, ma'am?
I'm on break, but I'm about to walk back inside.
Oh, I tried to call you last night.
I know, I didn't have my ringer on.
Oh, okay, well, you have...
Oh, my, guess what?
What?
You know how I said I'm changing my major and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, and did I tell you about how I, need to start getting stuff on my resume for, that particular field?
Okay.
Well, I had an interview with one of the places that does what I want to do in the future, like the doctors, and all them are there, and I had an interview with the doctors yesterday, and they wanted me to, work with them.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, but it's more important to, have stuff on my resume because everything on my resume right now is marketing, and that's not going to help me get into medical school.
Oh, gosh. But what about the pay?
It's going to be very similar. It's probably going to be a little bit less, but with that job, I'll get to work at Soho during the summer, too, so.
Yeah.
What is this car like?
Huh?
Sorry, I was talking to this car. What did you say?
I said, well, just before you make a decision, because these people invested all this money in you in the other place. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I just feel so bad, but...
I'm sorry. This is too much. I know we're 13 seconds into this freaking call, but this is hypocrisy that I cannot allow to continue. I must call it out immediately. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. Letecia lecturing this kid about, well, what about all this money these people have invested in you? And, what about that? Letecia, how many jobs did you have? How many jobs were you a no call, no show? Shut up. Stop giving this girl a hard time. Be encouraging. Tell her, you know what? You'll figure it out. You're a smart girl. I'll help you if I can. That's what you should be telling her. Oh, trash bag. Ugh. Sorry, y'all. Just makes me so angry.
That's
because
okay. No, it's bullshit.
Because what she's really doing is she's really thinking, well, if you take the less money you make, the less money you'll be able to send me. You don't need 4 pounds of Jolly Ranchers, Tisha Lynn. Your dad says you look humongous, baby. Okay, lady, bye. Fucking Tisha. Oh, she makes me so mad. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. But I prayed about it, and everything is just just literally when I even emailed them to apply for a job, they're like, it's so crazy because we weren't even looking for someone, and that later that day, the girl at the front quit, and all this stuff, and it was so weird because everything's lined up perfectly. And the place that I'm at now, my manager told me, he was like, yeah, the guy that used to be in your position, he's calling me asking for a job back, and I'm like, maybe this is a sign from God.
Oh, that's what he's doing?
Yeah, but I don't know. We're going to see. But anyways, I'm back. We're going to have to go inside.
Okay, I love you. Just pray about it first before you make a decision and be impulsive like I do, okay?
I will.
Love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Didn't she already say she did pray about it, you asshole? Didn't she say that? Did I hear wrong? Isn't that how Harley, unmute yourself, Allie, if you're going dead off?
No, I wasn't. I'm over here
Okay.
making drinks, and so I was
Ooh,
still
what
muted.
kind of drinks are you making?
Not alcohol, but boba. It's got strawberry boba at the bottom, ice, and then that kiwi lemonade. I finally got it in the mail. So
No, I do love some boba.
Hold on just one second.
So, Tommy, Letecia is speaking to Harley. Okay. And at the end of the look, we all listened to it. We all heard what we heard. She started out that conversation excited, right? And then the next thing she says when she, isn't sure what to do, she did say she prayed on it. She did say that it seemed like it was all lining up just right. And what does Sourpuss Tisha say? Sounds like freaking Marge's sisters. Is that what he's doing? Like, fuck off, Letecia. Why do you have to be like that to her? Gets on my nerves.
I know, me too. And that's exactly what it is. You were right. She wants money. So, yeah, it's just annoying hearing her lecture Harley at all, though, at this point.
Right. Can't she just be excited? What, Letecia? You're the only person that can pray and interpret God's message correctly. You sure about that there? Ugh, she just makes me so angry. All right, let's hear this next. Do you have anything you want to add, babe? That was so rude of me. But you sound like you're busy.
No,
so.
I don't. Yeah, no, I'm not. Okay, I just got finished making these little drinks for me and the two kids, but the two little kids. But yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Is this a long one?
Yes, it's
okay. Good.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because Tisha has stepped on the last nerve that I have available, so I'm going to have to step outside briefly.
Okay.
And then maybe I will come back less salty, more funny.
Global telling.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
oh my
Remember
God.
I said the pictures are inspired by the person she's talking with? This is Amy again. But
can I tell y'all why I love this so much? Because Nestor is a chocolate lab, and when he was a baby, he looked like this.
Aww.
My sweet Nestor.
But
this is so funny because this is how he used to like sleep, and he'd wake up with his like lip all stuck up underneath itself, on the top. He looked like he was wearing dentures.
Thank you, Tess. Thank you, guys. I'm glad that you got a kick out of it, and happy to make Jen laugh a little bit.
Plus, this dog's got its eyes closed, and half the time when we be pausing on Amy, her mouth is open, teeth all showing, and her eyes are closed.
I'm glad that you like it.
Let me push play.
Hello. Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Just waiting to do other stuff today. We're about to have Bible study at 10. That type of thing.
Yeah, I just realized too, when I picked up my call, I only have like $2 and change on my account, so it might hang up early because I have to put more money on my account. So if it disconnects a little bit early, that's why. But
No problem.
oh, I got something to tell you. Colorado Para called me yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this? So they got the paperwork I sent in, and they told me that even though they have the copy of the power of attorney on file, that I'm not really sure exactly what they're saying, but I guess the rules and guidelines state that the last page that had to be signed, the first lady I talked to said that I could sign my name on that page to have a power of attorney, which is what I did. So that's what I sent to them. And then the lady who called me yesterday from Kara told me that they got the paperwork, but they can't accept it, that you're going to have to sign that paper. And I explained the situation, like, I live out of state, and I'm trying to, help you out because you can't really sign those papers. But the lady said that the only way for them to actually get you that refund is you'll have to get those paperwork, those documents that I got, and you'll have to sign them and get them notarized. So I figured I'd probably message Caitlin and like email her the documents that I have. That way she can maybe bring them to you, and then you can sign them. She can notarize them for you.
Okay, so I don't understand then why did they tell you originally they'd mail it to you?
That's what I said too. That's the same thing I asked the lady yesterday. I was someone that I talked to yesterday. Oh, thank you. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Hey, how are you? Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Sorry, at the gas station real quick. I'm checking out. The lady told me, well, the first time I talked to her that I told her the situation that you weren't there to sign the paperwork. And she's like, that's fine. Go ahead and you said 2.4? Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yeah. So she was like, go ahead and just sign your name because we have a power of attorney form on file. So we can just do that. And then if they have any questions, we'll call you. They called me yesterday and they told me, oh, well, it's not going to work. But she's going to have to sign it. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so can you already because I'm saying I don't have any of that other information, like none of the account number stuff. I don't have none of that to put on the paperwork.
Well, I figured what I could probably do is I can put them on my Chromebook because I have it in my email. So I can put it in my Chromebook and I could probably fill out the stuff that you don't have, and then I can send it over to Caitlin. That way she can print it out, and then all you would have to do is just sign your name on that last sheet. And then since she's a notary, she could probably notarize it for you, and she can send it in.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the only way I can think around it, because I told the lady yesterday, I'm like, I think she thought I lived in Colorado. Well, no, I live in North Carolina. And she's like, oh, okay. It's like, well, but I don't have any way of getting this paperwork over to her. So I was sitting there brainstorming yesterday. I'm like, the only way I could think I could get around is just fill out the information that I can fill out for you, and then send it over to Caitlin, and then have you sign it.
But I thought that was the purpose of a power of attorney, was for you to be able to sign my own name.
That's exactly what I thought too, and that's what I told the lady yesterday when she called me, the care lady. I was like, that's the whole power of attorney. Like, if you look at it, it says I have the power to do that kind of thing, like sign in places where you can't, like if you're not there to do it. But she said, thank you so much. No, thank you. Have a good one. But she told me that I'm not really sure exactly what she said. It's something about I guess the guidelines for withdrawing retirement funds would require your signature, which still doesn't make any sense because what's the point of a power of attorney then?
Well, how do they know what my signature is and what it isn't?
That's what I was wondering too. I was like, well, how would they even know? Like, I was like, oh, okay, and reprint it back out and then take it, and then I sign your name. Like, how would they even know? You know?
I have a handwriting for each personality, a signature for each personality. So I don't understand.
Because that's something I thought about too. I thought about just reprinting it and then just, I hate to say, like, sign your signature for you and bring it in. But the catch there too is the last time I took it in to get notarized, they told me I couldn't sign it unless I was signing it in front of a notary. Like, the notary had to watch me sign my signature, so I don't know how that would work if I was standing in front of a notary and signed your signature.
This is crazy. I'm just trying to understand this. Like, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like,
the lady was like super nice at explaining it, and I was trying not to get frustrated with her, but I was telling her, like, make it make sense, because right now it doesn't make sense in my mind, because this is the whole reason why I have a power of attorney, so I can help you with stuff like that. And she said, everything else is fine. Like, I can fill out the paperwork for you. I just can't sign your signature, and I can't sign my name in place of yours. It's just completely defeats what the first lady told me, because the first lady was literally like, I called them back and I asked them, do I sign your name or do I sign mine? And the lady I talked to apparently, 2 or 3 weeks ago, she told me, sign my name. She's like, yeah, you don't want to sign her name if you're not her. So just sign your name, send it in, and if they have any questions, we'll call you back and ask you.
and you told her all this, and now she's like, no, it's different. Sorry.
Yeah. And I don't know if it was the same lady I talked to before that I talked to yesterday, if it was a different lady. I couldn't really tell. But I mean, I would assume they record all those calls, you know what I mean? So if you go back and listen to all those recorded calls, they could hear that lady tell me, go ahead and sign your name.
If you would just ask Caitlin if there's any way she could get it to me as soon as she can.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, I mean, that way it can get done and sent or deposited or however you had it fixed, or they could still call you if there's any other problems, because obviously they can't call me, so like, if they're going to call you to talk to you about problems, I mean, I don't understand.
Well, that's what I brought up yesterday too. I told the lady, I was like, my phone number is on file, my address is on file. Like, you guys know like who I am because they have my name, they have my address. And they call me, if there is any problem. So I don't understand why they won't take my signature. It's some legal ramification, I guess. Kind of like what the notary told me at the bank. If like for some reason you were to come back and be like, why didn't I sign that type thing? But I'm like, it's not even like it's not going into my bank, like it's going into her bank.
That with anything, and what's the point of a power of attorney? Like if somebody were to say that, they could say that with anything. Like that to me doesn't make any sense. But I guess we can't argue with them. So you know what I mean? We got to get it done. So it's like it's just dumb.
Yeah. Well, I was going to message Caitlin yesterday, but I definitely wanted to wait until I talked to you first to make sure you were cool with that before I did anything. If you're okay with that, then I'll message Caitlin today and I'll kind of explain the situation to her. And, I can, like I said, I can email her the documents. I can fill out what I need to fill out on there, and then I can email her. So all you really have to do is just sign your name on it so she can bring it into you. You sign that she notarized it, it gets sent out.
Yeah, if you would do that way, because, I need to get that money. So that way it'd be faster, like, because Caitlin can notarize it. Yeah, that'll make sense. Which then what do they want me to do now? Just take it back with me here and go ahead and mail it all from here?
I guess so, because that's what I told the lady. I was like, I can't bring her the form, right? Because I just told the lady that you're incarcerated for the time being. I'm like, she doesn't have access to a printer. She doesn't have access to email or anything of that sort, which is why I'm helping her out with it. And she was like, oh, okay, well, and that's kind of all she left it at. Like, like, you think that right there would be enough for her to be like, oh, okay, well, we'll accept it then.
Yeah, well, obviously she knew who I was.
Probably. I wondered that too. I wonder if that had something to do with it. I wasn't sure.
Okay, well then she'll bring it to me and notarize it for me. After can she just come notarize it for me? And then either she can mail it off for me or I can mail it off or something, because it's legal form, so it's not like I'm trying to voodoo something. I'm just trying to get my money out of the account.
Yeah, the only bright side that I could think of this whole situation is if I give it to Caitlin and she brings it to you to have you sign, and then either you or she mails it out, I mean, you should end up hearing back from them a lot faster than what I did, because it won't be coming all the way from North Carolina to them.
Well, you know how they do my mail here, so
that is true. I'll get in touch with Caitlin, and then I'll see when she can bring that into you, and then I'll just keep checking. Once we get that done, I'll keep checking the website to see if it says like the funds have been withdrawn yet. And then Harley has access to that bank account, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, she'll be able to tell too once it gets deposited. I just thought that was so silly.
Yeah, because once they're withdrawed and you see it withdrawed, I mean, it's in a few days for it deposit. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You said that you were going to try to call to find out about that paper I got to do for the tax thing.
Yeah, I haven't been able to get a hold of anybody. The little 1-800 number, 188 number, it says it open Monday through Friday from like 9 to 7 or some crap like that. Every time I've tried to call them, I haven't been able to get through to anybody.
That's so crazy, because see, that was the problem Harley was having when she kept trying. That's why I was like, Harley kept saying, I was waiting on hold, I did this, I did that, and I'm like, oh my God, like, how hard is this?
Yeah, well, that's just like, I tried calling their number, and same thing, like, little automated voice message thing, and then I would just wait and wait and wait and wait and wait, so I'd hang up and call them back, and same thing. So I figured they'd be open by February, because a lot of people get their tax returns and stuff in February, so I figured they'd be open by then. I guess not. So I'm figuring maybe first week of March, try again, see what happens. If not, then I might have to call like the IRS and be like, hey, here's the problem I'm having.
This form can be completed with your 2021 taxes, but I don't, what am I supposed to do with tax? Like, I mean, am I just filling out, I thought that's the whole point of a non-filers form, because I don't have anything to file.
That's what I thought too. That's what their website says. Like, is it too late or whatever? So you can go ahead and fill out this form with your tax return for the year. I'm like, what if you don't have a tax return to file?
Yeah, because like even if I logged onto the free account for a tax return, what is it going to say? It's just going to say like, why are you doing this, basically?
Yeah. Like I said,
I never went a year without any money. You know what I mean? Like working, so I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what people do with that.
Yeah. Well, I figured first week of March, I'll try to call them again. And if I can't get a hold of them, then I'll just like directly call the IRS. Hold on. Probably difficult. I know there's people working in the IRS building at least, so I can call them and be like, hey, and I'm sure they'll probably be willing to work with me because I have the power of attorney, so I don't know why they wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, they should. I think the other people just were being whatever because it was in Colorado.
Yeah, and she said it has something to do with like withdrawing retirement funds. Like that's the reason why like it has to be your signature. But like again, the first lady told me when that lady emailed me the papers and I went to go fill them out, and then I saw that last page, the signature, and I called them back and I'm like, whose name do I sign? Because I wanted to make sure I signed the correct name so they would take it.
Yeah. Like I haven't even found out about the whole South Carolina yet because I was trying to wait on this one, you know what I mean, to figure out, you know, I thought this one would be easier. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that lady literally called me like it was yesterday afternoon, and I saw them call me and I got excited because I thought they were going to tell me, hey, we got your paperwork, like everything is good to go. But nope, I wasn't in the best mood yesterday, and then I get that phone call and I'm like, oh my goodness, why does everything have to be so damn difficult?
Oh no, what was wrong?
Oh, just all kinds of stuff. Taylor's new job and everything is like really frustrating, and he's been like he be texting his boss all the time. Like it's just weird. Like his boss is a woman, and they're like text all the time when he's at home or when he's at work. The only reason why I know this is because he leaves his iPad at home, and like I don't have the password to it, so like every time I get a text, it goes off, and then like it shows the name of the person texting. It's his boss, and I asked him yesterday. I'm like, y'all talk pretty regularly? He's like, yeah, when I'm doing work stuff, we talk pretty often. It's like, it's kind of weird, but okay.
Oh yeah, he must be kin to someone I know.
Well, like that, like he'll be at work and like we'll be talking on the phone, and he'll be like, "Oh, just put your phone on mute. I'm gonna go in and talk to these people." And like he'll go into like these restaurants, like talk to the workers and stuff, and like he's super flirtatious with other women. I don't like it, and like I even brought that up to him. I was like, I don't even know if you realize that you're doing it. Like the way you talk to some women is just like I don't think it's appropriate. And he's like, oh, you're socially inept. You don't know how to act in a social setting. I'm like, that's bullshit. I do too. I don't talk to men flirtatiously. You know what I mean? Like,
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, yeah.
I used to talk to this one girl like that, and then she started stalking me and following me around. So I get one of those that starts following me around.
Well, you know, I asked Taylor, too, like, all the people you work with, do I know you're married and have kids? And he's like, yeah, because when he was in basic training, he didn't tell anybody that he was married or that he had a kid. At the time, we just had our one daughter. So when I went to his basic training graduation, everybody was pleasantly shocked to see that he was married and had a kid. I was like, wow, that's cool.
That's typical of Arnie.
Yeah.
They always do that, man.
I like how he tells me I don't know how to act in a social setting. Like, that's not an excuse for you flirting with other women, but nice try.
Yeah, but, you know, we could have some narcissistic type, you know, things, you know, like he'll be the victim in this. You're the one that's wrong.
Yeah, 100%. He does that every time.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hello again. I'm surprised our last.
Okay. Wow. All right. First, I want to say thank you on the Prize XY for the super sticker, super chat. I appreciate that very, very much. Thank you. And what do you think, Allie?
I think Amy being told she's socially inept is kind of funny. And also, while I got to be honest, like half of it I didn't hear. I like had a mini panic attack because, well, first let me say, if you do want to do like boba lemonades, I highly recommend on Amazon. They have these strawberry boba packs with the straws and then mixing it with that Calypso lemonade, different flavors. It's so good. But I inhaled one and I had like a freak out for a moment. Like I started to panic. I thought it went to my lung or something. I get really weird over health stuff. So my first initial thing is like, oh my God, it's in my lungs. I'm going to have pneumonia. I'm going to drown in my sleep. Oh my God. And then finally I coughed and Yes, I'm okay now. I got it out. I'm okay, but so that freaked me out. I didn't hear like the first half of the call.
Well, basically, the first half of the call was just so there's an issue with the power of attorney. And when I looked up power of attorney in prison in Colorado, they do have a power of attorney for prisoners that gives another person financial power of attorney. What I think has probably happened is I'm sure there's some, how do I put this? Amy's not smart. And so when you call someplace and you're trying to get information, first of all, it's important that you ask the right questions, because if you don't ask the right questions, you're of course not going to get the right answers. And it's not the other person's fault because they don't know you. And again, they're not calling you, you're calling them. So that's important. And you can see how she is having a very difficult time relaying what was said to her to Letecia, right? This is a fairly simple, straightforward process. It's a conversation that occurred over the phone. She should be able to relay the information that she was told. And if she didn't understand, then she should have asked more questions until she did understand. Okay. But I don't know what these two fools did. What was signed, something was probably signed incorrectly. And for the record, Amy, you would never, if you have power of attorney and there is a form that you're filling out, you would never sign another person's name to any document ever.
Yeah. Well, why do you think that she, like, that someone in the chat put, why didn't she ask Harley or Brenda to do it? And why do you think that she had Amy do this stuff?
Well, I think that she was not going to have Brenda do it, because remember when we left off back in the June calls, okay? This is when this process with the whole power of attorney and getting these retirement accounts started. Like end of May, beginning of June of 2021. Okay. Although Letecia's been talking about her retirement money for since she's been arrested. But anyway, initially Harley had power of attorney. But I think that Harley was having a hard time calling these people because she works. And a lot of the times when you call places like this, you have to sit on hold for a while. And that's very difficult to do when you're in a work environment. So I think probably what happened was Amy said, I have all the time in the world and I love being your secretary. You know, I mean, she is Roz after all. I like to fill out your paperwork, Letecia. So, you know,
Yeah.
so that's probably how that happened. We know that Letecia did not want Aunt Brenda involved in the mix because Letecia owes Aunt Brenda money, and I don't think that she wanted Brenda to know exactly how much money she was getting.
Yep. I think you're right there. You're exactly right. I hadn't thought about that because she needs Brenda to keep giving her money.
Correct. And so I kind of almost think that Letecia did something incorrect on the power of attorney intentionally so that so when she does talk to Aunt Brenda about all of this and it doesn't go smoothly and it doesn't go correctly, she can blame it on Amy. And then Aunt Brenda will be angry with Amy, feel bad for Letecia, and give her money. The fact that I can even start to think anywhere close to her cockamamie shenanigans is kind of scary to me. I might need to take a break. I mean, her scams aren't that complex, to be honest with you. I mean, she's not exactly, a mastermind or anything.
But still, I mean, I didn't think about that at first, but of course she doesn't want them knowing about her money. She's going to lie to Harley and tell her she's getting all kinds of money and then, tell Brenda that she's not getting as much as she is or whatever.
Correct. And Lil Red is correct. She did say Amy stole the money, tells you she planned the scheme. Now, listen, if Amy had stolen the money, as Sue happy as Letecia Stauch is, do you think that is there anything in your brain that tells you that if that were the truth, why am I yelling? I'm sorry. We're too hype. Is there anything in y'all's mind that tells you that Letecia would not do something about that? Do you think she would just let Amy get away with stealing her money?
No.
No. I think Amy's telling the truth. I think she did exactly what she said she did. She gave it to Harley.
I think she did too. And
I think Harley gave it to her mother.
I do too. Yep. I think Tisha knows she didn't steal it, but hello, that'll keep Brenda giving her more money.
Correct. And it will also keep Amy and Brenda from talking. See, they've been communicating. They started communicating in 2021. Now we're into 2022. And God only knows, remember, we don't get all the calls. For various reasons, some calls are redacted. And I don't know I know that if like personal identifying information is discussed, I guess like bank accounts, social security number, stuff like that, that would make sense to me why those would be redacted. But I know Leticia's not talking about business like that like the amount of calls that have been redacted. I don't think that's what it is altogether. I think there are other criteria maybe that we're just not aware of. And so it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that in some of the calls that we've not gotten that, and remember, we're only we fast forwarded. So we've skipped all the way from June 2021, and we're not even finished with June. We've skipped all the way from June 2021, and now we're into the beginning of 2022. There's a lot of months, and we all know, Letecia, there can be a lot of BS in between. And I have a feeling that at some point, Amy and Brenda were cahooters. They spoke. And at some point, one of them slipped up and repeated somebody. I would imagine it was probably what happened is Brenda asked a question and Amy didn't know that Letecia had said something different to Aunt Brenda, and Amy answered it the way truthfully. And I'm sure that caused an issue. So now, rather than, she can't drop Aunt Brenda because she's the money. She can't drop Amy because she's the secretary and she needs her to do all the things. So what's a girl to do? Well, if you're Letecia, what you do is you cause a fight between the two of them.
Wow. She's just
something else, isn't she?
Imagine being that like conniving to all the people around me and the people who are looking out for me and have my back and care about me and are helping me get through what I'm going through. Like, she's just gross. But I gotta read this to you. This is freaking funny. B Crumbs just sent me this. This is the chat summary right now. MK, I hope you're here still. It says the chat is talking about MK, her husband Amy, Letecia, MK, her husband, Amy, Letecia, Brenda, B, and Tisha. MK has lied about her earnings to her husband and other family members. Amy and Tisha were friends, but Amy supposedly stole money from Tisha and is now trying to, quote, wear her for a hat, unquote.
Oh my damn. MK, you are a busy bee.
MK has lied about her earnings to her husband and other family members.
MK, why are you lying about your earnings? What's the matter with you, MK? Oh, the humanity of it all. But yeah, that's kind of what I think is going on. I think that Leticia's trying to set, she always does this. She drives a wedge between people, and that's what she loves to do. The end. God, she's worthless.
I agree with you. And yes, she is. And now my second Amy inspired picture is just a clown.
Because that's basically what she is. And this clown is very excited for God only knows what reason, which is kind of like
Amy.
Amy's like if Amy were a dog, she's like a Jack Russell. real hyper, always on the go, busy, 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 busy. But also, not all Jack Russells are intelligent. My sister had a Jack Russell, and this dog didn't like cars, and they had him out front one time, and this car drove by in the neighborhood, going slow, thankfully. But this fool ran out, barked at the car, and tried biting the tire.
Oh my God.
Of a moving
Did he get
vehicle.
Run over?
Yes, he did. He got his little leg smushed a little bit.
Aww.
Just a little bit. Just enough to cost them like a $600 vet bill, but there was never any like permanent damage or anything. But you could see his teeth mark in the fucking tire. Sure could. Because he was trying to bite the tire of a vehicle.
Wow. Kimberly, I don't know what that means, wear her for a hat. But Jen, you're exactly right. His excitement matches Amy's excitement with Tisha. And yeah, but she's like, okay, everything's okay. Yay. I don't know. Just reminds me of the messy situation. Yeah, but what does that mean, Jen? Do you know, wear her for a hat? Oh, well, like
the only thing that I can think of would
your
be
head?
sort of like something akin to like sitting on your face, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, like.
Which I'm glad you made me say it. So now I sound like the dirty birdie. Thanks for that, Allie.
I would have just said like 69 kind of, or I don't know how I would have explained it.
Yeah, but I don't think that'll work if somebody's wearing you for a hat.
No, but kind of. Just part of the 69.
Just, Whew. All right, here we go. Let's hear what Amy has to say.
Ooh, y'all nasty.
Yes, of course we are. The AI chat is the one who says it. I'm translating what I think it might. But here we go. All right, here we go.
Last phone call lasted a full 15 minutes. I must have enough money on my account for that.
The thing's $50 and like 50 cents now.
Oh, are they? Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I have like $2, like 70 cents. I'm gonna put more money on my account this afternoon.
They changed them, and I was like, oh, that's good. So I was like, I'll just call it back on my account. That's why I'm trying to get the money out of my account so I can put a bunch of money on my phone account. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm gonna put more money on my call account today too this afternoon. I have to buy a couple things and whatever I have left. I should have like $20 left to put on my call account.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry about the Colorado Paris stuff. It's like super frustrating. Like I said, I was gonna message Caitlin yesterday, but I definitely wanted to get your approval before I sent anything over to her.
Yeah, no. If Caitlin can get it brought to me, then like you said, it'd probably just be no different than you. Like them having to mail something back to you or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm sure once if I knew it to Caitlin to give to you, once the pair of people get it, they should be calling me to let me know they got it. And then, hopefully, and I don't see why they wouldn't, because like I said, when I sent them my POA forms, they called me back when they got them, and they asked me if I wanted to put my phone number and stuff on file, and I was like, yeah, it's probably the best idea since, you can always get a hold of me if you need to for her.
Yeah, and if you could just express to her that I need it as soon as she can give it to me because of that, putting that money on my account and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to tell her, I'm going to be like, look, like not to like rush you or anything, like it's kind of a matter of importance, but I've been trying to help you get this now for almost like a month and a half, almost 2 months.
Yeah, because I'm still having to buy like all my food, you know what I mean? Because they, still screw me around about my things. And I got the copies and I just have to get it sent off, get an envelope and stamp and get it sent off. But
yeah, like I said, I'll tell Caitlin that like you don't have the information you need to put on those sheets. So I'll tell Caitlin I'm gonna fill, 98% of it out, and all you need is a signature on there.
Okay, cool. Excuse me. Yeah,
that way she knows what's up.
Because I have to buy this salmon and chicken and like all this, because obviously there's nothing else to buy because I'm not like I don't touch the trays, which is what I believe in. when the lunch comes, I just hand it to somebody or have them grab it, and I just like, here, you grab it. I'm not grabbing it.
Shoot, I don't blame you. Speaking of lunch and stuff like that, have they fixed your lunch tray situation yet?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm still having to buy it. So
Okay.
that's why I was like, I was trying to hurry up and get that on there so I'd have a bunch and could buy a bunch and have it stored up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't blame you. And plus, too, the amount of money you're getting, it's a decent chunk of money. I mean, they're going to take some of it out for the 20% for early withdrawal, but still.
Yeah.
But what's new in your world? Anything fun and exciting going on the last couple of days?
No, just still dealing with these crazy people. Got all these demons in here going on. We tried to do Bible study last night, and the demons started attacking. People started having seizures everywhere. You know that ain't nothing but demons. Demons be attacking.
Yeah.
The demons follow me. The demons love to follow me. Them suckers be following me everywhere. Like, ever since I've been to Colorado, the demons have came after me and followed me. Them suckers, no matter where I go, even at church, that whole thing with Michael and the Orange Archangel, that was from church. Demons.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow.
He was trying to say he was Michael the Archangel with a business card. That's demons.
Wow. I have to think that Colorado is like a demon-possessed state.
I'm telling you, man. These people in here have demons in them. They be doing the most crazy, screaming out, hollering and swearing up and down. The devil is after them. The devil does be after them because they're filled with demons. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, and then they say too, like, I think that when I used to go to church like all the time, I remember learning when I was younger that like the devil would try to, he makes himself more present to those who are more in tune with, their religious beliefs. Like, I guess trying to pressure you to turn to the dark side.
I'm telling you, that sucker tried to get me to jump off cliffs. I'm telling you that.
Amy, they're not trying to recruit you into the Empire. Stop it. The dark side. Shut up, Amy. Both these two bozos.
And the bozos. You're going to hear the archangel about 12 times. Because I do remember that from editing it. Like I heard it back to back to back to back.
Oh my gosh. P.S. Tisha, you are the demon. And if people are having seizures, it's probably due to a neurological disorder, not demons. Heifer. Get out of here with your demon ass, Tisha. All right, here we go.
He already succeeded one time of getting me to wreck the Jeep. Like, literally made me run the Jeep off and wreck it. Like, on purpose. Wow. If I didn't, he was going to kill me.
I know that story. When did that happen?
That happened in South Carolina. Like, I had to give them all the dates and reports and stuff like that so they could get all the police reports. But, like, yeah, girl, he was on me, and then he comes in forms. The devil beast coming in forms. He don't just come, like, Halloween costume devil. He comes in many forms, you know what I mean? And the first thing I saw Chance was in the car, right? And so I was just having a conversation with him or whatever. And, like, I was driving near my Harley's friend Charlotte's mom's house because the store, we lived in the farm, and the store was right across the street from the farm, and their house was on the other side of the store. So I was coming back from their house or something, I don't remember. But girl, that sucker came in the car and literally made me drive the Jeep off into almost a tree in a ditch bank. And I don't even know what happened. I literally disassociated for a little while, but then somehow I called them, Melissa, Charlotte's mom, which is Harley's friend, and they come to the scene, and they're just standing there, and I got, like, blood all on my arms, and the airbags deployed, and there's, like, it was bad. And, like, wow, I was telling them about the demons was making me do it, and then, of course, they were like, you're going to the hospital. So they made me go to the hospital, and the state trooper came later. Because I tried to call 911, and the lady, I guess, couldn't understand nothing. I was down on 911, but then I don't remember me talking to anybody on 911. I thought nobody didn't answer 911.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but then they checked later and they were like, it doesn't look like anyone answered. So who did you talk to? And I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, so the state trooper came out to the scene. I get to the hospital and checked on me, and he was like, what's going on? And then I told him, and then they were like, well, they wanted to check my blood alcohol level, which was 0, and my drug. Like, you make sure nobody's on drugs or alcohol. You know, you talking about the demons are after you.
Yeah.
So they checked that at the hospital in Myrtle Beach, and then they released me to Melissa, and then was like, you know, they should get home with her. But that they totaled that Jeep out. Oh, wow. Harley's Jeep. She had a black Jeep before she got a white Jeep, and they totaled that Jeep out. And like, I know them suckers be real because they be coming after you, son. And that it was not a wreck or accident. It was not like it wasn't poor weather conditions. It wasn't no other car involved. It was no, you know, obviously I don't do drugs. It was none of that. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. But the state trooper, of course, when you tell a state trooper, like, you know, the demons are after you, and he told me to run the car off, they're just looking at you like, you know, how much you had to drink or what drugs you had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then, of course, they figured out it weren't.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have had, you know, very similar instances. Like, I know I've had thoughts, maybe not identical to that, but I've had thoughts that weren't my own, let's put it that way, you know, and then I can identify.
I'm sorry, y'all. I have to pause. Amy gets on my nerves, but I wanted to answer this question really quick. Blue said, why is she breathing so heavy? Well, according to Letecia, there are only 2 possibilities for anything that happens in your life: demons or drugs and alcohol. So I'm going to guess that the reason she's panting like a dog is demons, because Letecia is a demon. And also Nora's grandma, thank you for being a member for 8 months. I appreciate that, babe. All right, let's keep going. Because, you know, by the way,
Wait,
yes.
Music City Mom noticed this, and then Callie Nurse came in late and asked a question. So I want to be clear about something. These calls are not from 2024. I messed up on the date on this one, apparently. Hopefully not the next one, but the other ones were good because I remember seeing 22222. But anyways, these come from February of 2022. That is the month that she changed her plea to not guilty by reason of insanity. So we ordered that month of calls just to see if it came up during her phone calls, which, if you missed it, it did the other night on Jen's, the last live we did over here on the calls. But the date is wrong on the screen, and I'll fix it or whatever if we do the no commentary videos. I'll just change the date. But so you guys know, that's not right. It's 2/26/22. Okay.
Well, thank you for addressing that. And CS, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. It's a pretty picture. You guys all look gorgeous in your profile pictures.
Yes,
All
you
right.
do.
All of you guys, for real, for real. Well, Bean Feathers, I don't know who is doing that to you, because, you know, I obviously, you know that I'm not doing it. Are you making sure that your YouTube is up to date, and that you're logging in frequently? Because YouTube has started something with the going through and like getting rid of accounts that they feel like aren't being used. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know, babe, but listen, I'm sorry that that's happening to you, because you know, that is a bummer, and that makes me upset for you and for me, because I want you to be here. All right, here we go. Let's.
Like, you know, this has to be like a demon, or, you know, the devil himself speaking to me, because these are not thoughts I would normally have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was trying to get me one time on January 20th, or was it 21st? It was 20th or 21st. I had to look back at the calendar and remember the exact date. But he tried to get me on one of those dates, and it was 2020. And he freaking, literally, girl, I was so convinced that my car was not going to run out of gas, because he kept telling me, like, the devil was like, just keep going, your car's not going to run out of gas, like, because I was on this back road. And I was just driving and, you know, just trying to pray him off or whatever. But he kept saying, no, your car runs without fuel. Like you can keep going consistently without fuel. So like, you know, I just kept like listening, thinking like, hey, like this is going on. But then I parked the car back at home and covered up all the windows in the car now in the garage. Like I literally thought he was going to come in and get me. Covered up all the windows in the garage of the car. You know those things you put on the front of your car to block the sun out, right? Yeah, I had that one on the front. I got one out the back and put it on the side windows, and then on the other side windows, and I literally, girl, was just in the garage, just freaked out, just covered them all up. Because I didn't know how to get away from him because he was already telling me that my car was just going to keep running off the gas. Like, I didn't even stop at the gas store because obviously the people at the gas store could have got me, you know? Girl.
Yeah. Wow.
That's like when he comes, the devil, like, I don't believe in all that other stuff that people be talking about, you know, like these people, voices and stuff. That's demons. Yeah, they're voices. They're called demons. It's the devil coming to get you.
Yeah.
You know?
So, like, when you've gone through like the situation with the car and the gas and that, was there anything you think that like was there like something that triggered that, or did it just like happen out of nowhere?
Girl, I was just so paranoid because I had started working like on another job, right? And anytime things change, because I'm a creature of habit like that. I mean, I can change and go off in mania and just be impulsive and do all this, but if I don't do the change and the change goes to me, a lot of times that happens. And
Yes, you're definitely a creature. I want you guys to pay attention to this part because this part she's talking about, she's put the date at around January 20th or 21st of 2020, which would be roughly a week before she did what she did to Gannon. And the reason I'm saying to pay attention to this part is because Letecia, first and foremost, is a lying liar face who tells lies. However, every so often, what she will do is she will leak. And I personally think what she's doing right here is a little bit of leaking, but she's also working on her defense. Remember, she's changed her plea from not guilty to not guilty by reason of insanity.
Yep.
So,
and we've always thought she was doing a performance for the DA on these calls, you know, on other ones.
Correct.
Remember? Mm-hmm.
Correct. She's very well aware that the DA can use these, that they can listen to them at any time. All right. So let's keep going. Sorry. Just wanted to point that out.
I had started working in a new job, and girl, I swear up and down they had ghosts at that place. And like, I really don't believe in like the ghosts, like Halloween costume ghosts, but I know that there's ghosts, you know, from spirits and stuff like that. Yeah. In many forms and stuff. And they were just out. Anywhere I went, they were out. Like, so the best thing I could do was just hide, you know, because nobody could see in the car. First of all, you're in a garage is protection. And then you're inside the car. You can't see in the car is protection. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that was like, I guess that was how my brain was thinking, just to hide out the best way. And go, I'd be hiding out in my car.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't believe in like the Halloween ghosts or like, you know, the ghosts that put on like scary movies and things like that. I definitely 100% believe in like the spiritual world though, like 100%. Yeah.
Ephesians 6, girl, we don't wrestle against flesh and blood, against the rulers, authorities, the cosmic powers, the spiritual forces of evil all day. And that's what happened last night, girl. I went in a full-blown paranoid mode because, girl, we sat down for Bible study, had literally just opened the book and started, and meds rolled up. We're like, okay, the devil's messing with us. It's okay. It's cool. Don't worry, meds rolled up. We'll be right back out. Girl, the girl had a seizure, which is demons. They cleared the code. We were about to come out the door to finish Bible study. She had another seizure. I was like, oh, hell no, y'all. I said, hell no, the demons are here. The demons are here to get us. Them suckers are coming. And then that lady was screaming. The lady beside her was screaming. She was screaming bloody murder. I was like, And so we all just went to praying. I was like, y'all, I said, the last time these people took my head over completely, I said, I don't even remember stuff. I said, I don't like that. I don't like that when it happens here. I don't like it when it happens in general. But they come to get you. And so.
Yeah, that's scary. Was that girl like foaming at the mouth and stuff?
Girl, yes. It was bad.
That's so
I was
scary.
yelling at I was at the med cart because it happened the second time after I was coming to get my meds down. And I look at the med cart lady. I said, y'all can run to that shit if you want to, but that's demons.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, you gotta help people. I get it, you gotta help people and all that, but like, that's, no. Because they will take over your mind, and then eventually they take over your body. And when they take over your body, like your brain knows, like you can see, you know what's going on, but like at the same time, you don't know what's going on because they're controlling your body. You know?
Yeah. No, like 100%. Like I think for me, like I don't know, I'm not an angry person at all. Like I'm not an angry person by any means, but like I can tell when there's like outside influences like trying to.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I feel myself getting really angry, or like I start having like a lot of like self-conscious thoughts. Like that's not really who I am either. That's been happening a lot lately, and I just
But
know.
people can't say they don't hear that because they pretend like, oh, nobody don't really hear that, or like, oh, nothing's wrong, you don't hear that. Listen, if a person says and say they don't hear that, then the devil already has them.
Exactly. Yes. 100%. I believe that 100%. I know people who are like, oh, I don't have those thoughts. I don't have any of that. You know, those people who clearly have problems. You can tell they've got something inside of them already.
I'm telling you, that Michael the Archangel, that was why we didn't go to church on January 26th, because this dude literally, we asked him where his wings was at and everything. He had a business card saying Michael the Archangel. I'm like, dude, come on. Like, how are you doing this? Where's your wings at? Even the kids was like, where's your wings? You know, because you know, you think wings and all this. This dude literally stalked us the entire morning. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for using Global Telling.
She just said the kids even asked him where his wings were at. Man, she's just gapped out. Oh my God, I did the 24 on this one as well. Jesus Lord, I can't.
Well, I wasn't going to say nothing, babe, but there's like 3 of them like this.
Well, there's
starting
2
with
that I know, but where's the other one?
The one with, okay, so there's this one, and then the one I think with this one.
Ah, okay.
Let me make sure there's no more other ones.
I know the first one was right because that's
the first one absolutely. The first 2 were right. Yeah, was just on an accident. It's okay. I love these though. I really do. These are beautiful, especially this one. This one's really pretty.
Well, I'm gonna start doing that just to switch it up. Do the inspired by photos. I'm gonna make you guys laugh some more though. But with Harley, I want to keep it. You know.
I need to quit making the one. I mean, listen, I had to make, because it was the month that she changed her plea, and you see Letecia there with Dr. Lewis, but the quality of the photo isn't good because obviously it came from like a picture of a TV or, you know, off the screen in the courtroom. And even when I Google searched, there's only one, and this is it's the best quality there is, but I need to do something a little bit more inspirational. If we do decide to release the calls without commentary, I'm going to put like the missing kids flyers back over them again. I'm going to do that again. But I think, you know.
Well, if we do that though, I just let me know how you want to split them. I'll just use the projects I have, but I have 2 hours worth of calls and you have an hour. So
all right,
what we edited. Yeah.
Maybe we'll just, okay. So if you have 2 hours and I have an hour, that's 3 hours together. So I'll put 30 more minutes and then it'll be, you know, what it is.
Yes, we can just take the one in the middle and find like a halfway point to split it, and I'll just cut my video in half. I probably won't change anything. I'll change the dates and maybe put a couple flyers up, but I'm not going to, just from now moving forward, I want to do the inspired by photos for a little bit just because it switches it up. It's fun. I love stuff like that. It gives me a way to like express my little bits of me that want to do like artsy stuff. And then
I love that. I love that. And I think you should do it like that, babe. I just know that I just know that if we were to put the calls out without commentary, it's really mainly for other creators to use. And I feel like if they're going to use them, which I don't care, obviously, but then at least then even more eyes might get on those missing persons folders.
Yeah,
And my
absolutely.
thumbnails or my title cards, Allie's are like Allie. They're very light, they're very bright, they're very cheery. Mine reflect my really my brain. So as you can see, mine tend to be quite dramatic, theatrical, dark, a little angry, because that is what Letecia makes me feel. And I don't want to like spread that mood to people, you know? And so for me, putting those missing kids pictures over it is better. Allie's thumbnails don't inspire people to be, they're light. They're like Allie, like a little fairy, flitting around with sprinkling glitter. Mine are like,
Well, I mean, the one with the dog or the fangirl are not as they're funny.
Yeah, but they are funny, but they're lighter.
It gives me a way to like, I don't know. It was just something new to try to do.
When I made Letecia, I made her coming out of the well like Samara. Okay.
Which she looked just like her though at the trial. Remember,
she did.
It was like...
she did. But I mean, I just, it is what it is. But I realize that Letecia makes me feel and think very dark, because I'm not always dark. I mean, most of the time I'm making everybody laugh, but she makes me feel that way. And I notice that my thumbnails tend to be that way when it comes to her.
I feel like you have a theme though on your channel of like a black, white, red kind of thing that looks really good, and they all kind of match together. So they always look really good. But it wouldn't be, I just would want to put them out for the people who do want to listen without commentary, and because it's likely that somebody will clip them and put it out anyways without commentary or something like that. And I'd rather us be the ones to post them like
Absolutely.
that.
Absolutely. So what did Little Red do? Hold on. Oh, yes. Little Red made the meme for the meme contest. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
That was fun.
That was a fun thing, although we took a little bit of a rash of shit for that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I do like, I don't know, there's something about black, white, and red to get together to me. I like that aesthetic. But like I said, Letecia tends to make me feel, she elicits like very negative thoughts in me. And so, like she makes me feel negative.
Yeah, I think she makes us all do it, because even after these lives, it's fun and we get a lot of laughs, but still it's draining. And especially if you're editing the calls that day or whatever, and you're hearing it like throughout the day, then it's just, by the end of the day, you're like, oh my God, just drained. So
it does drain you.
This next call is only 8 minutes, I think. Let me see. I put it in the private chat. Let me go back. Yeah.
Don't ask me, because remember, I when I was trying to count up 8 plus 7, I don't know what I was thinking when I said 23. 15 plus 7 is 23. I know how to add, you guys, but sometimes by the time we get over to like when we go really late, and when it's Letecia, like that night happened to be me being the one that edited together the videos, and Allie is right. So, when it does drain you. That
when
like,
you said that, and I was like, yeah, I remember thinking like, I don't know about that, but I was like, fuck it, it's all right. I know 8 and 7 and 5, like if we
8 plus 7 is 15.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I was thinking.
But then when somebody left a comment about it, and they were like, not hating, but that's not the right answer. This is that. I was like, oh my God.
Well, look at here. If that's all I ever get wrong is a itty bitty math problem that ain't got no bearing on real life, we cool.
Yeah, that was
Trust
funny.
and believe.
But-
If it was about money, though, I'd know exactly how much. Is that I do pay attention to, because I don't like I especially when I owe people money, I keep a very, very good track in my brain.
Yeah, better than me. Because when we paid for those calls or something, you're like, well, you actually owe me 22, not 24 or whatever. it
Yes,
was.
yes. Thank you, Crime Crochet and Coffee. Thank you, Lil Red. And thank you, Lydia Jade, for gifting a membership. I appreciate that. Welcome to Nicole. Thank you. B Crumbs, thank you for being a member for 12 months. I appreciate that, babe. Thank you for gifting memberships. Welcome to Leisha. Welcome to Hummingbird Watcher. I love hummingbirds. And welcome and thank you to, not welcome, thank you, Abellis, for gifting memberships. If you got one, please thank these guys.
You guys
They're
are the
being
best.
incredibly generous, and I appreciate that so much. And with that being said, I believe we'll have a little palate cleanser, and then we'll actually talk about what that call was about. So here we go.
Here for the gossip. Blah, blah.
No malicious intent or effort was towards it. No malicious.
We all do a little mad sometimes.
Here for the gossip. Blah, blah.
Whew. Okay, so basically that, hey Heidi, hey Rachel, that
wholesome?
call that we were listening to, babe, you're not muted. Allie,
Okay, thank you.
you're welcome, babe. So basically that call that we were listening to between Amy and Letecia, you know, now this is essentially, this call we're about to listen to, I think, is the last call from the month of February. And I don't know what it has in it because I haven't listened to it, but yes, Letecia is trying to say that this is another example, in my opinion, of Letecia always having to have witnesses, right? We saw that with the whole Swisher Sweets deal. It wasn't Letecia who found it, it was Harley, right? So she had a witness. She has, you know, Harley and Lena go down and say goodnight to Gannon, even though it was out of the ordinary. And, you know, because witnesses. Now this Michael the Archangel that's going around handing out business cards. This is a weird one to me because I personally, of course, I believe, and I think everybody in here believes too, that basically Letecia is just setting up her defense. This is all lies, and she's setting up her defense. What's interesting to me is this is how you know it's bullshit, because she's trying to say that she disassociates, that she hallucinates, all the things, right? If you are hallucinating, that means it's not there, right? We all know what the fucking word hallucination means. So if you're having hallucinations, you're the only one seeing them. So Gannon and Lena and Harley, if Harley was there, are not going to be seeing it. But what she's trying to do is, you'll notice the date is that it was the week before, the Sunday before. This is what precipitated all of this. The devil was on her. And now she's driven the car into the garage and she's covered up all the windows so that the devil can't get her. And of course, she has to point out to everybody that we're not talking about the devil in Halloween costumes, which duh and or hello, Letecia, come on. Everybody knows who Lucifer is. Stop playing with these people. Of course, Lucifer wouldn't look like the devil costumes. He was the most beautiful angel, according to the Bible. Even this heathen ass knows that.
You mean
So,
Satan?
I feel like I feel like Satan is Lucifer's funner, flashier, cooler brother.
Oh my gosh. No, we got a little pool for the kids that my dad actually got it for the kids. And it wasn't, it didn't fill all the way up today. So we had to turn the water off. I was just checking on that. I didn't know it wasn't muted and I apologize.
Oh, no. I wasn't quite sure what you were talking about, but I knew you weren't talking to me. And I know that you keep that part of your life relatively private. And so I just was looking out for you. Wasn't rude, honey. I was just looking out for you. You're welcome. Well, you're my friend. What the fuck else I'm supposed to do? Let me just tell you, if I can say this with 100% certainty, if I were arrested for a crime and I pled not guilty by reason of insanity, do you think that Allie would sit on the phone with me and play into my delusions? Hell no.
Hell no. No, I would sit on the phone with you maybe, but I wouldn't play into the delusions.
Hell no. Allie would be like, Bendy, what the hell are you doing? She wouldn't stand for it at all. Ever. That's a friend. A friend tells you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And hang on, Debbie. Hey, I don't know when that happened, babe, but I'm glad to see you back. And I don't know why you're why some people are just getting unsubscribed, and I don't know what that's about. But I'm glad to see you over here, babe. Good to see you.
Wow, that's the second person tonight who said that.
I know.
But no, you're right. But you're the same. I know you will tell me, like, and I've been telling Emmy that nonstop. Like, I'm on Allie. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm never going to let you leave the house in an outfit that don't look good on you or don't match or whatever. Not that any outfit would look good, but you know what I mean.
I would
that kind of thing.
That I wouldn't let you walk around with your skirt tucked up into your chonies. I wouldn't let you walk around with toilet paper on your shoe or food in your teeth or anything like that. And if we did go clothes shopping together, and while I like the outfit on the hanger, not every outfit fit looks good on every figure. I would would tell you, let's try that. I wouldn't even say that looks bad or nothing. I just bring you a different choice.
Oh, that's so sweet. And yes, I've actually walked out of a bathroom across the gas station parking lot with my skirt in my chonies, as you say.
I would never let you do that. I would never let any of my friends ever walk anywhere with their skirt tucked into their panties.
Aw, you're so
ever.
sweet. I love you. I love you, and
too.
I love all you guys in the chat.
And Debbie, I don't know what happened, babe. I don't remember the way that memberships work, babe. I don't have any control over that. I have no control over who gets one, who doesn't get one, whether they get renewed or don't get renewed. I don't have any control over that, nor would I want to. If you want to be, if you want to be a member over here, even if you don't like me, well, okay, that's your decision. Like you all know how I am. I'm the only people I get super pressed about are the actual criminals. I don't, you guys, it's, I'm pretty chill like that. But I do think that Letecia, this is just her working on her defense. She's an idiot.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy though. I don't know. It just, even though that's what she's doing, obviously, right? Talking about their garage and all this stuff in this call with the archangel and all the crazy shit. She's obviously got a plan. But even though she's not, like, I know she's a dumbass, right? But she's not like a total just complete idiot, a dumbass. Well, she is. I don't even know how to say it because
she's not stupid.
What is she expecting to happen?
She just does stupid things. I honestly, Allie, I think that Letecia thinks that the reason that people acquiesce to her, back down to her, is because she has convinced them that she's right. She thinks that the reason why sometimes Al would stop arguing and just give in to her is because she was right and she convinced him that she was right. When the truth is that people stop arguing with her because it gets exhausting. And it's just sometimes easier to give in. And so for her, when you go around like that and, you get people to back down, I think that she really thinks that she can talk her way, convince her way out of it.
Yeah, I do too. And maybe she doesn't realize that she's gotten her way out of exhaustion rather than her being right or smart.
Correct.
Or, yeah.
Correct. It's sort of like the whole thing with the lawsuit with the teachers, like whatever that was that she won. Sometimes, and attorneys will tell you this, that I lost my train of thought.
Her
Hopefully I'll get it
lawsuit with
back.
the teachers.
Okay, sometimes lawyers will advise their client to settle because settling is easier and less expensive. And I have a suspicion that that is what happened with the school district. They just said it would be easier to settle. Well, in Letecia's mind, even if her attorney told her that it's just easier to settle, right? And that's probably why they've settled with you. What Letecia heard is, you are a legal genius. Jose Baez has nothing on you. You will be successful in any legal thing that ever happens to you from now until the end of time. That's what that bitch heard. Okay. So this is the result of that. So there you go. And
yes, I agree with you. That was pretty funny. I'm sorry, I was muted trying to get a toothbrush ready, and I had to unmute just to laugh. So you knew that was just funny. You are, the way you said it, like you were in her head, and she was like having this big revelation, and she was. I guarantee it. She thinks she's a genius about everything. Just listen to her. Politics.
Debbie, I didn't mean you specifically. Like if you want to be a member and you specifically, Debbie Baker, don't like me, I know that you like me. And I appreciate that you've supported the channel, me and Allie. And I got your Cash App and I thanked you. And I thanked you in the chat yesterday. That you was a general you, not a specific to Debbie Baker you, babe. I promise. But there are people that do buy memberships to channels that they don't like the creator. So that was a general you, babe, not a specific you. And I'm sorry that you took it that way. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I'm sorry. And I appreciate that you have been incredibly supportive to both Allie and I. And I appreciate that very, very much. So I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I think, no, Debbie. And I think she was just trying to let you know that we, like she said, we don't have control of that, of it. Like you can, even if somebody, like, for instance, I've seen in like other channels, like people that would argue with other creators and they would buy memberships to each other's channels and stuff to watch all the stuff. But anyways, like, you can't stop someone from buying a membership if they want to, even if it's someone that you really have a big, long battle with, a long history with, or whatever. In any circumstance, we don't have any control over that. And for some reason, you're the second person tonight who said that you were unsubscribed from the channel, which is BS. I guess it's YouTube doing it. I'm not really sure, a glitch or something, but it wasn't personal towards you. And we love and appreciate you very much. But
yes, that is what I was trying to say, is that I would never I don't have any control over memberships. And even if I did, I wouldn't want to, and I wouldn't, if I did, I definitely would not unsubscribe you or keep you from getting a membership. You've been incredibly supportive, and it is a YouTube thing, babe. And that's what I was trying to explain. And I'm sorry that it came out wrong and it hurt your feelings. I really am. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
All right. So should we get back to the calls?
Yes. And this is our last one. Like I said, but I think it's a shorter one, and it's Harley.
Yeah.
So at least it's not Amy again.
Thank goodness. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Hello? Hello?
Hey,
Hi.
what you doing?
Eating food?
No.
What are you
Trying to
doing?
call you.
I know, I've been at work when you called me
Oh,
this past week.
yeah, I was trying to call you back again. These people were screaming and going crazy. Well, it ain't people. It's just crazy people. Drugs are bad.
Oh,
I know, I can hear 'em.
Oh my God, they're bad, man. People be overdosing it. People overdosed. Almost died last night.
What?
Mm-hmm. Bad.
How?
They be doing too many, and they got fentanyl and
They
stuff
bring
like that,
it-
man.
They bring it in with them?
Yeah, people
bring
bringing
it
it
in
in their
with them?
private parts.
I thought they checked that.
Girl, these people can get away with whatever they want when it comes to that.
Mm.
It's bad. I've never seen so many addictions before in my life.
That's crazy.
They don't care if they take a fentanyl or something deadly. They don't care. They like it.
Wow.
And some of them be like, I can't wait to go shoot up.
Oh gosh.
It's bad, man.
Are they like young people?
Girl, I mean, 18 to freaking 60.
Wow.
Some are fried, like completely fried. Never be the same. They're
Mm.
basically now on this planet right now. The girl just was saying that Noah's Ark was leaving her.
What?
Yeah. She was saying something about her. She's mad about her daughter, and then Noah's Ark was leaving her, and she was pissed. I can't believe they're gonna let Noah's Ark leave me, and they ain't no Noah's Ark here.
What? That's like creepy.
Yeah, Harley. I'm telling you, these people get on drugs and they keep coming back, keep coming back, keep coming back. They get stuck. Can't stop doing it. And then they be gone, and the brain gets worse and worse and worse. It's sad. And thank God I ain't never had to worry about nothing with drugs.
Me either.
Oh, that's crazy.
I've been scarred since that class that you taught.
You what now?
That
I know.
class that you used to teach.
I know, man. And like I thought that was bad, girl. Whew, they ain't got drugs nowhere in Carolina like they got here.
Yeah.
Good
I mean, it's
God.
Colorado.
Man. Yeah, man, it's awful. This place needs to fall off the map.
That in Alaska.
Yes. Oh God, that's a lot of trauma and traumatic experience there. People say the word Alaska, I start running from them in here. They be like, what is that? I said, do not say that word to me. I can't stand it. I will freak. And there's some books over there that be like about the Alaska Christmas or Alaska love story. And I be like, y'all, I can't stop. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't even stand to hear that word. How's work going?
It's good.
Did you think about what you were going to do? I don't think you should quit your job.
I did decide what I wanted to do.
Oh, God. What'd you decide?
Mm-hmm. What you didn't want me to decide.
Why?
Because, what do you mean?
But you just started the job and they invested time and money in you.
I know. But, yes, that, sucks that I did that. But I have to do what's good for me.
Yeah, but you don't know what's good for you on that because you've already changed your mind like 5 times. You went from nursing to marketing, now back to this.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I don't think there's a problem with that.
You don't what?
No, I don't think that's a problem.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just feel like if you start something, you at least got to finish it for a while. Because that creates a lot of inconsistencies. But that's just my opinion.
True.
And then you also are going to take, like, a huge pay cut.
No, I'm not.
You said you were.
Not huge.
All right. Well, I just hope you got the answer from God and not from yourself.
Well, I prayed about it.
That's good. What's Sadie doing?
Nothing.
They had this video on World's Friendliest Animals, and did I tell you, it was a Frenchie, and she stole the phone. And she was running around, but the phone was recording still as she was, like, running around everywhere, and she looked just like Sadie.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oof. All right. Well, I'm gonna try to call you tomorrow then, so I can get off there.
Okay.
And take the money.
Sounds good.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye. I love you.
Love you too. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Thank you for using Global.
So that is it for the month. And no, Tisha makes me mad, Jen. I'm sorry, but I just put this in chat. But when I was in college, I changed my major multiple times, and all of my friends did too. And I remember like the guidance counselors or like somebody talking to us about that and being like, "That's totally normal because you don't know what you want to do yet. You might change it multiple times." Like, it's just annoying. Tisha's just a rude ass.
Well, what I don't understand is what is she talking about? Hold on a minute. Are you okay, Debbie? She says, I'm going to see my YouTube unsubscribe to them channels. I've been with you ladies for about a year and they unsubscribed me 2 months ago and that makes her mad. I'm sorry, babe. I don't know what YouTube is doing or why they're doing it, but I just want you to know that I am sorry that happened. And I really do. I hope I didn't. I know that I hurt your feelings and I didn't do that on purpose and I am sorry.
No way.
So,
yes, Debbie, and we appreciate you so much. And yeah, it pisses me off too because YouTube needs to get it together. Unsubscribing, not notifying people, stuff like that. It's bullshit.
It is. I don't know what YouTube is doing. What I don't understand is who is she talking about that invested money in time and money into Harley? That's what I'm confused about with this job. Is she or is she not working as a leasing agent?
I don't actually know, Jen. She was, working at that like apartments place, but she's done for a long time, like worked at that massage bar and like, I don't know if she's somewhere that's putting her through school for her esthetician stuff. I don't know. I don't actually know. So
we'll see. If she's working for a doctor's office, they probably would help her with her esthetician stuff. So
maybe that's where she's going.
That's where she's trying to go. But
and leaving the apartments where she's working, where she lives. But also she had that other job too. So I don't know.
Yeah, see this is what I don't understand. Obviously, Letecia or Harley knows what she wants to do. This is her career path. And she wants to be a nurse esthetician, right? Or no, not a nurse anesthetist. That's what my nephew wants to be.
She wants to be an RN, but working in aesthetics. Yeah.
Aesthetics, that's right. Okay. So wouldn't the best place for you be in a doctor's office? It's sort of like if your ultimate goal is to be an RN, but not in any specialized field. You don't know what you want to be. How if you go and work at a hospital, say as a medical assistant or like an LVN, they will help put you through nursing school. They'll pay for it, and there's all kinds of
Yeah.
sign-on bonuses and stuff like that. Why wouldn't you encourage your kid to do that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Tisha is jealous and she's not in control. And what did you think about Harley saying, I have to do what's best for me?
I was proud of Harley
Oh,
because
me
Harley
too.
is correct. And I think the real truth of the matter is, I think Letecia just wants to boss Harley around, to tell Harley what to do. And I don't think she gives a rat's fat kneecap where she works or what she's doing, as long as she is running the
She's
show.
in control. Yep. No, Debbie,
And
don't you be sorry at all. You don't be sorry.
no,
It's okay.
you don't be sorry.
It's not your fault. It's a freaking YouTube, and it's BS, and we can all be mad at YouTube over it
Yes,
together.
let's all be mad at YouTube, but don't talk too much shit about YouTube, because last time we did that, Allie and I got demonetized. We don't want that smoke.
Stressful times, yeah.
Yeah, we do not want that smoke. And I am proud of Harley. I think that Harley, for the first time, and I think that's why Letecia didn't know how to take it. That's why she changed subjects. She didn't stay on the same subject. What did she do when she could not get Harley to concede and give in to her? What's the next best course of action? Ask about Sadie. She doesn't care about Sadie either. You have a good weekend too, Debbie.
Well, you know what? Okay, so I've evolved with my thinking with Harley. You know that, of all people, because we've been talking about this, since the trial. And at first, I think I was a little too harsh on her, maybe. And at the end of the day, now I've came around a lot and I'm rooting for her. I think that at life, and I want her to have a chance away from Letecia, and I'm proud of her for standing up for herself. And yeah, I don't know. I want her to be the least amount like Letecia as possible too.
Yes, and I don't think I think that everybody that's been following these calls with us from the beginning can appreciate, as this is not like a huge thing. It's not it's not what we kind of were hoping for, which is for Harley to ask about the plea, right? And the changing of the plea. But if you really think about it, this was a huge step for Harley. For her to put her foot down and say, no, Mom, this is what I want to do.
Yep.
Is almost like that. I have a feeling that if we continue on, I do think that there's going to be a conversation. Do I think it's going to be knockdown, drag out? No. But I think this is a huge step in the right direction, and I think there are, like, Harley is one of those really polarizing people that is attached to this case. Some people are 100% convinced that she got away with something, and other people are 100% convinced that she had no part of it. In fact, she's probably a victim in a way to Letecia, right? She's another one of Letecia's victims. This was and I think if we were to solely focus on what she didn't do, I think we might have missed this moment, because this is actually not kind of a big moment. This is actually like a big deal.
Yeah.
Let me bust out. I need to download that. I haven't downloaded it, but this is the closest thing I got to it for now. This is a big deal. What Harley did, standing up to her mom like
Yes.
that, is
Go
huge.
Harley.
Huge.
Like after, look, I get people's feelings on her, and there's been times like when she was talking about that vigil and different things like that, I've just felt a certain way. But I have to remember who was in her ear at that time and all the things that were happening. And now she knows the truth. And after watching her on that live, that TikTok live, where
Mhm.
she said, you know, she's done. She wants to do a podcast on You Are Not Your Parents. She talked about talking to Al. Someone asked her if she talks to her mom. Like, just seeing all of that and seeing her stand her ground still to this day, at least as well as like a month ago or something.
Mhm.
I just feel differently now.
And
So
I kind of wonder if Harley saying what she said, I wonder if the plea change had something to do with it, rather than be directly confrontational to her mom.
yeah.
What she
Oh yeah.
decided is, you know what? I'm tired. This bitch has claimed not guilty by reason of insanity. And I
Yep.
know she's not insane. She's grown up with
Yep.
her. Harley knows Letecia. And rather than confront her directly about this, this was a small way. This was her confrontation. This was
Yep.
her saying, I'm not taking any more life advice from you, you crazy bitch. And not even crazy like
Yes.
in a mentally ill way, but you take my
Yes.
meeting.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Oh,
And
I love
we
that.
would
Though.
have missed it. Welcome back, Debbie. Thanks, babe.
Yay.
Yay. Here, let's play this just for Debbie.
Okay.
Because Debbie likes to dance. So here we go, Debbie. This is for you, babe.
Different gossip. Blah, blah.
No malicious intent or effort was towards it. No malicious.
We all do a little mad sometimes.
Different gossip. Blah, blah.
Yes.
Woo! Yay! All's right with the world again. But I do seriously think that this was her confrontation of the plea.
I do too. I do too. Well, we still have some things to look at together and talk about. We got a
We
video
definitely do.
visits and some other calls and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to do that. And yeah, thank you guys for being here and watching with
Absolutely.
us and joining the convo.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. And I think even though we didn't get what we thought we wanted, right? We all thought what we wanted was to hear one of these people that Leticia's been talking to for all this time ask her, bruh, what the hell are you doing with this plea? And I actually think we got something kind of a little bit better with Harley.
Oh,
We
I
got to
agree.
see her assert a little independence. And I think this is the first of many steps of Harley breaking away from her mom.
I do too. And we got to hear Tisha go, tell Amy all about why she changed her plea and all that. So that was stunning actually. That night, if you guys missed it, it was the last live here on Jen's. Oh my gosh, I was stunned.
When she started naming off her
Yeah, and I think for me, I was stunned because she had been, telling everyone that we were listening on these calls about this phone and all this evidence that's gonna, free her and this person and that person in Mexico and the cartel and this and that. And then all of a sudden it's, yeah, I had to change my plea, but nobody knows what I was going through. I was the only parent. I was this, I was that. Like, I love,
exactly.
it was just a moment where it was like, wow, okay, this is the closest we've got to her actually acknowledging it all.
Right, exactly.
And you guys,
That
if you missed it, it was on the last live on Jen's that we did.
Thank you, Debbie, again. And Allie, she's going over to she's joined your channel too, babe. So love you
Aw,
too,
thank
Debbie.
you,
I'm so
Debbie.
glad. Welcome back, babe. We've missed you.
Yes, and thank
Um,
you.
Thank
And
you
I love
so
all you
much.
guys.
We love all of you guys and are appreciative of everything you guys have done. And this has been, it's still continuing. It's not like we're not continuing this on this little path. I will tell you guys that I have been working on like a little side project with some of these calls. I kind of that and it'll be just a video, just I'll premiere it one of these days. And also I have been working on the part of the last part of Gypsy and Nick's story. And also I work on the documentary for Gannon. It's harder for me to work on Gannon's documentary than it is because there's a big part of that documentary that's missing. I really would like to tell more about Gannon, about who he was as I don't want him to only ever be remembered as Letecia Stauch's victim, because I think that he is so much more than that. And it's hard to tell that story unless you have familial anecdotes. And I don't want to reach out to Alan. I don't want to reach out to Landon because I think that's too invasive. So what I've been doing is scouring the internet to find things about Gannon without having to reach out to them. And it's taking me a little bit longer than I intended, but I think it's important to tell I want to tell more about him in that way. So, okay.
I love that. Okay. Yes, I'm going to jump off of here
Yeah.
and Jen say goodbye to you guys. I love you, Jen, so much in the chat. I love you guys and appreciate
Love you too, babe.
Hope to see you soon. Okay, I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right. I'll talk to you
Bye.
soon. Bye, babe. Love you. Bye.
Love you.
So yeah, that's what I got going on. And so I am working on it. I just want you guys to know. Debbie, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we can help with that. That is what we like to do. I like to make people laugh, and I like to love to talk about true crime. I love the conversations that we have over here with Allie, and then when I'm over there with Allie on her channel, we've really over this past year really built a really cool little community over here that I'm really, really proud to be a part of. I really am. And that's really because of you guys. So I want to thank you all very, very much for being here. Remind you guys one last time that there's a members post on the community tab where you can enter to win a giveaway of Nay's amazing, incredible wax melts. Again, unfortunately, the only condition is that you have to live in the United States because she doesn't have international shipping yet. And I'm going to close the entry ends at 11:59 p.m. tomorrow, June 30th, and I will announce the winner July 1st so that you guys know, and I'll put you in touch with Nay. You don't have to give me your address or anything like that. I don't need any of that, but thank you guys all so very much for being here. Thank you so much for all of the support. It is because of you guys that I even get to celebrate. We are celebrating 9,000 subscribers. I couldn't be more proud. I couldn't be more excited, and I can't wait to see where we all go from here. So, because y'all are on this journey with me, so I really, really, really appreciate that. Everything that you guys do. So I will see you guys all tomorrow. I don't know. We got to talk about Boone. Yes, I read the thing, but I still want to continue with Sarah Boone. And we'll go over some more witness statements. And but anyway, thank you all so very much. Have a great rest of your Saturday night. And I have the hiccups. I will see you guys later. Bye.